Bullets and scarecrows surprisingly mix well together. Scarecrows. This is the 1988 horror thriller slasher. Welcome to day whatever this is for Scarecrow Week. I actually didn't start counting them, so I'll make a list and just start uploading them when I'm done with this theme week. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon. Even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Also hit that notification bell, and as always, subscribe. Alright, let's get into this. The plot. A group of baddies, thieves, bank robbers, have just staged the heist of their life and are now flying across the countryside. One of them commits mutiny and jumps off the plane. They go after him naturally, but unnaturally, scarecrows start attacking. What is going on in this crazy farm that was found by the wayside? In the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So it's Scarecrow warfare in the cornfields. I'm game. What I love about this movie is not the gunplay sequences, nor any scenes with the action in general. Don't get me wrong, those scenes are awesome and intense. However, I love the tone of this movie first and foremost. There is an omnipresent dread that coats the entire film in a bleak setting. Everything from the windmills to the scarecrows, even the farm itself. It all feels like one devious entity. We are never given a full backstory for the scarecrows. Apparently they were once human, judging by a picture framed and placed against a wall. It also cracks during key points in the film. It's symbolic, yet subtle. Another thing that brings about the atmosphere is that this whole film takes place at night, a la Mad Men. And much like the 1982 film Mad Men, this lends a great deal to the feeling of being in a confined space, as well as in total isolation. The characters in the film have their quirks that distinguishes them from each other. One of them plays the harmonica, another one rolls dice, and another one gets easily paranoid. Curry, the easily paranoid one, does give an excellent monologue pertaining to possibly why this is happening, and how. It's a rather riveting scene. Ted Vernon, who played Corbin, not only starred in this film, but was a producer. He doesn't really shine until the second act, and you don't really see him as a kind-hearted person at first, only muscle. However, he shows sympathy and concern for the others when needed. The dog, Dax, is actually Ted Vernon's real-life dog, which I found to be adorable. The dog doesn't play a huge part until the voiceover during the end credits. It's the officials describe the scene as a blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah kind of voiceover. It's basically telling you what happened after the last shot in the film. It's quite eerie and unsettling. Speaking of voiceovers, the mercenary robbers use headsets and it's quite effective. Not only do they hear when one of their own is being tortured or killed right off, but the scarecrows use this to their advantage as well. They lure their victims in incognito as one of the team. It's a truly terrifying sight to behold when whoever sees that it's a scarecrow tricking them. This also adds a level of vulnerability. They are trained mercenaries with all sorts of firepower, yet they're being picked off one by scarecrows. Bullets and harsh language will not stop these unforeseen foes. Also, there's a lot of profanity in this movie, but it wasn't the only thing that's earned this film its R rating. That also was the gore, the effects. This is one of the gorier Scarecrow films for sure. It's sometimes even shocking, as well as painful to watch. We get a bloody stabbing to the face, a pitchfork to the hand, slashed torsos, a decapitation, and a couple of severed hands, fingers, and some more. There's even a scene of a bag being split open and gallons upon gallons of blood and entrails pour upon somebody. It's effective evisceration. The effects are practical and look fantastic. For a $425,000 budget, they did a dang good job. As for the Scarecrows, they look great as well, much like they do on the DVD cover for the MGM release. Decayed and disturbing. They are very horrific to look at. The motion picture soundtrack, the music was composed by Terry Plummery, who also composed The Terror Within 2, Death Wish 5, and Watchers Reborn. May he rest in peace. It's quite an effective score. It brings a level of atmosphere that boosts the film into more of a creepy direction. The main theme kind of sounds like the song I know called In the Grip of Winter by Autopsy, which is awesome. This is a solid, low-budget slasher film. It's got just enough supernatural elements to make it feel like a nightmare, but grounded in reality. There were some pacing issues, but they were needed to get the film to be over 80 minutes. The opening credits really do drag. We have smart yet afraid characters that will do stupid things in their fight or flight reflexes, or even greedy impulses. A haunting creep factor, impressive gore, and effects, and some solid music, and subtlety abound in terms of backstory and such. However, this isn't one that I would turn back to all the time. It's more of a from time to time kind of watch. You'd have to be in the right mood to watch it. I still highly recommend it, though. Overall, I give Scarecrows a 3 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I'm Brian Gatto, the horror show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page, and support me on Patreon. Even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Also hit that notification bell, and as always, subscribe.